They say a smile can save a heart. But sometimes, a smile is the sharpest knife. It hides what words cannot say. It whispers what lips refuse to confess. And when you finally understand it, it's already too late. Because her last smile was never love. It was goodbye. Welcome to Unseen Romance, where every story reveals the fragile beauty and the dark betrayals hidden inside love. Today, I'll take you into a silence so haunting, it lingers longer than words. This is not a breakup. Not a tragedy. This is the goodbye hidden in her last smile. Their love was never noisy. It wasn't painted in fireworks or grand promises. It lived in stolen glances, half-finished conversations, and the quiet comfort of simply existing together. He thought silence was there. Language, and her smile, the translation of her heart. Every time she smiled, the world faded. That smile wasn't just hers, it was his anchor, his belief that love didn't need words. And maybe that was his mistake, to believe too much. Because not every smile is born from joy. Some smiles are shields. Some smiles are goodbyes, disguised as love. She carried secrets in her silence. But he never saw them. Or maybe, he chose not to. Because when we love, we don't look for cracks. We only look for light. And to him, her smile was always light. But deep inside her, the shadows were already growing. Time changes everything. Her laughter grew quieter, her touch colder. The warmth between them turned into an invisible distance. Yet, every time he asked, she smiled. That smile, oh, how cruel it was. Because it was soft enough to comfort him, but strong enough to keep her truth hidden. He believed her silence was peace. But silence isn't always peace. Sometimes silence is war, the war we fight within ourselves when we can no longer stay, but cannot find the courage to leave. And then came the night when her smile looked different. Brighter. Calmer. Eternal. He thought it was the peak of love. But in truth, it was the calm before her farewell. She left without noise. No explanations. No tears. Only that smile, carved into his memory like a wound that never heals. At first, he waited. Hours. Days. Weeks. For a message, a reason, a chance to fix whatever broke. But nothing came. Nothing but silence. And then, the realization cut deeper than any blade, her last smile wasn't love at all. It was mercy. Mercy for him. Mercy for herself. She gave him a memory sweet enough to hold on to, so he wouldn't see the pain that forced her to go. Sometimes the cruelest goodbyes are the kindest. Because they leave you with beauty, instead of the truth. Years later, he still remembers nothing of her words, nothing of her promises. Only that smile. A smile that carried two truths at once, his forever, and her farewell. That's the paradox of love. We think we remember the big gestures, the vows, the touch. But in reality, we carry the smallest moments, a glance, a silence, a smile. Her last smile became his prison, and his salvation. It reminded him of what love felt like. And it reminded him of what it stole. Because goodbyes are not always shouted. Sometimes, they're whispered in silence. Hidden in gestures so gentle, we mistake them for love. And by the time we realize what they really were, it's too late to hold them back. Her last smile wasn't love. It was goodbye. And maybe that's the most haunting truth of all, we don't lose people when they walk away. We lose them the moment we mistake their farewell for forever. Subscribe to Unseen Romance, where every silence hides a story, and every smile hides a truth.